Come on, boy. Boy.
We back, another week. All right, thanks for you guys checking in again. This is Press Play with Reggie Thomas. All right, Bowling Springs DB coach here. Let me say corners coach. Well, we got a safeties coach too. Shout out to Top Gun, man. Getting into another week. We got 2 new videos for you guys. One-on-one breakdowns, man. Hopefully you guys loving the content. We're really trying to grow route breakers. As you can see, got this merch coming. All right, if you want one of these shirts, let me know. Might even drop a link in the video so you guys can get your route breakers merch. We're growing, man. Route breakers, we breaking routes on and off the field. All right, we're gonna get more into that as this series grows, as we grow as a family, as a community. But right now, this is Press Play. I want you guys to press play while you watch us press play. All right, y'all know the deal. All right, pun intended. But let's get into these 2 videos, man. Other than that, don't forget, like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. Get these drops every week. Follow me on social media. Instagram, RouteBreakers_, Twitter, Coach RT14, TikTok, Route Breakers. It's everything Route Breakers, man. Let's get into the video. All right, so let's get into this clip. Got my other dog, my other senior corner, Kuron Nesbitt. I'm gonna play it, then we'll get into the breakdown. Nice pass work up. Nice flex, all right, love it. First thing that we need to be worried about is alignment. Well, whether or not you pressing, you playing off, align correctly. We can save ourselves from a lot of mistakes during the play when we align correctly. Like I said in the last video, we want to be about 1.5 yards to 2 yards off. All right, I would say he's about a little bit over 1.5 yards. The only thing I don't like right now is his leverage. I would much rather him be more inside leverage, especially since the receiver, Trey Suber, is at the bottom of the numbers. Typically when the receiver is at the bottom of the numbers, we want to be inside leverage. And remember, to be inside leverage, to take away inside, all right, we want to take, in this picture right here, Kuron would take his right leg, his right half of his body, and split Trey right down the middle, all right? So that left foot, that left side would be inside shade. He looks to be head up, which explains why we get beat so easily inside. That's one of the reasons. Another reason, take it back, Kuron, instead of him peer stepping inside, you're gonna be inside, all right, go ahead and take that peer step inside because we got that leverage. So I'm gonna step inside, but he motor steps, again, which is fine. You don't really need to motor step too much, especially when you're 2 yards off. You already got distance enough to read the receiver. But he motor steps, and let me get it in the right spot. He motor steps, and that left foot, instead of it going lateral, it's going more back. Sorry about my picture, you can't really see his foot. But that left side is going more back, it's opening up. So therefore, his hip right there, that hip, that inside hip, is going back. We don't want that, all right? We want that hip to stay as lateral as possible. That doesn't happen, okay? He gets inside, cool. Now we're outside leverage. We went from being probably slightly head up inside leverage to outside leverage. Happens. All right, now we're upfield shoulder. Anything that would have went upfield or broken out would have definitely been on it just from that positioning. But he went inside for a reason. He wanted to go inside. He had an inside route. So right now he's going inside. We're not in a terrible position. So playing it a little more, you guys probably didn't see because it's real quick and it's always real subtle, all right? But I'm sure you've heard the term, all right, they push, we pull. Meaning at receiver, y'all push off, all right? Let's be real. But that's the game. Y'all push, we gonna pull though. And he got a little push on the shoulder right there, all right, that kind of propelled him a little bit forward or inside. But Kuron was able to he got his hand high. I don't really like the hand high for one. Refs they love to call holding or pass interference on us. But he got his hand high and he was able to get a pull. Typically though, all right, they push, we pull, they go high, we go low. I would much rather him be pulling in this area right here, all right, on this near hip. Because in the beginning, all right, just in the beginning, we want our eyes on near hip, all right, because that's the nearest hip to us. By the time we get up here, all right, now this is near hip. All right, so our eyes have to transition down. We got to make sure that we're looking at the right thing. So if we was looking at that near hip, we probably could have had a better chance of pulling low. But again, you can't do everything perfect at DB. You just got to play. So we get a good pull right here. That kind of catapulted us forward. We're still a little beat, which is expected. All right, when we probably don't play our best technique. But sometimes the ball goes our way, man. Quarterback doesn't throw the perfect ball right here. The ball is behind Trey, which allows us to come through with the pass breakup. I would much rather this be more of a punch, be more violent with your punch when you're going to break the pass up, but it does do a really good job of getting the ball out. One thing to really practice is the punch and pull technique. We want to use secure the tackle with that outside hand, that left hand, and we want to long arm it with the inside hand. If he was to reach, so what I mean by that is if he was to reach with that left hand, his arm is shorter, right? If I'm going like that, I'm shorter here. But if I reach long arm, that arm is longer, it can get to the ball. I want to punch this hand, punch through this arm, and then rake this arm. So punch and rake to get the ball out. He gets it out, ball goes on the ground. Good pass breakup. People in the stands, they're gonna see a good pass breakup. All right, that's cool. So again, boom, push, we pull, get the ball out. And you know we gotta flex, man. We DBs, dog. We gotta flex. Keep flexing. Another good rep, semi-good rep. It's a good rep. Here's my thing. I'm very, 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 very particular about technique. I love to see the guys do good, but I'm one of the ones I'm gonna find something to critique. And maybe that's a gift and a curse. I was the same way as a player, but I really want them guys to really play with good technique. I know it really matters, but we're gonna take a look at this clip. It's a good rep. Obviously, it can be better, but we'll talk about that. So right here, he up again. Again, nice breakup, and of course the talking after, right? He was on it that day. He was on it. So, off rip, again, alignment, 2 yards. I know for a fact he's inside now. Inside leverage, right away, all right, we taking bad steps. All right, just period, we taking bad steps. Receiver gives us an outside step, wasn't much. Kuron probably not looking at what he needs to be looking at. Again, I want to have my eyes lasered in on that near hip, all right? Eyes lasered in on that near hip. I would much rather his hands, instead of them being more down. All right, I know sometimes at corner, it's almost like that kind of gives you balance to have your hands out. But you want to have your elbows slightly bent, ready to strike. When they're down, as you can see, when he goes to strike, he kind of has to pull up. We don't have any power on the strike when we just pull our arms up, all right? We want to bench press. So I want to have my hands tighter. They don't have to be here like we're praying or whatever, but slightly bent. Want to have my hands ready so when it's time to strike. But we open up the gate, it's cool. Just get into position to make a play. All right, so right now he's in position to make a play. Upfield shoulder, down the inside, I can tell. And from my viewpoint, I can't see if he pulled him, cool, or maybe he did a little bit. But right here, secure the tackle, and then eyes on the ball. They're both eyes on the ball. Pass breakup. The only thing is we don't want to tip the ball up. Bad things happen when we tip the ball up. So we got to do a better job right here. We gotta do a better job right here of getting this ball down. Because as you can see, Jaden's eyes is still on the ball. He probably, if it would have fell short or somewhere, he probably could have went back and caught the ball. But ball landed, ball rolled in our favor. And like I said, boy, Kuron was turned up this day. I can't tell y'all exactly what he was saying. I mean, I know what he was saying, but you two gonna get me. But again, going back to it, make sure you inside leverage. And we want to step with this foot first. The pressure of our feet should be on the insides of our feet just so we can move lateral. We want to move lateral, and I've seen some guys just have this foot hot, like just tapping a little bit. They might tap this foot, whatever. I'm not that particular about making sure you whatever. Sometimes guys feel more comfortable stepping with different feet. As long as they do it right, as long as they're able to keep inside leverage, I'm all fine with it. But keep inside leverage. You don't want to be in this position right here. We're in a crossover position. My hips aren't square anymore, and he hasn't went 2 yards yet. I want to make sure my hips stay square as long as possible. All right, because when they're not square, it's an easier chance for me to get beat. All right, it's an easier chance for me to get shook or get beat on leverage, because if he would have took a hard inside and then back outside and went upfield, we might be in a hard position, hard predicament to make the play. So stay square so that you can redirect a lot quicker. But again, rolls in our favor. They push, we pull. We pulled a little bit, secured the tackle. Y'all think that's a flag? Matter of fact, let me know in the comments if you think this play right here, if it's a holding or a pass interference. Personally, I don't think they'll call that, but let me know what y'all think, all right? Get the ball out and turn up, man. Turn up, make a play. Do your thing, all right? So that's it this week, press play. I'm really enjoying this, man. I hope you guys are as well. Don't forget to like this video if you want more, if you like this content. Please let me know in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. I'm gonna try to be pushing these videos out every Thursday, man. So it's been good so far. Again, hope you guys love it.